Third question, construct triangle XYZ such that XY equal to 6.7 centimeter, YZ equal to 5.8 centimeter, XZ equal to 6.9 centimeter, and then we are supposed to construct the incircle. Now all the three measurements are given of the three sides of the triangle. So we start the construction. Now before we do the construction, we have to draw the rough figure. So first we draw a rough figure of a triangle. Now when we draw the triangle, always we know that the base of the triangle is considered as the longest side. So among 6.7 centimeter, 5.8 centimeter and 6.9 centimeter, 6.9 centimeter is the largest. Therefore the base is taken as XZ. We mark this as XZ. Write the measurement here, 6.9 centimeter. The triangle is XYZ, so the third vertex will be Y. Now they have said XY is 6.7 centimeter, so we write the measurement here, 6.7 centimeter. YZ is 5.8 centimeter, so we write the measurement here, 5.8 centimeter. Now once this is done, we have to draw the angle bisectors of two angles of this triangle. So this is a rough figure, so let us just draw that this will be one angle bisector of the triangle, and maybe this will be the other angle bisector of angle Z. So after we draw both of them, the point of intersection of the two angle bisectors will be marked as I. So the angle bisectors are drawn. Now we have to show that we draw an incircle for this. So for that we take again this measurement approximately, which will form the incircle of this triangle, and draw it. So we have drawn the incircle of the triangle. Again you remember, this is just a rough figure I have drawn. When you draw, even in the rough figure, you should see that the incircle touches all the three sides of the triangle. So this rough figure is completed. Now going to a fair figure. Now in a fair figure, first we have to draw this triangle XYZ. First we draw the base XZ as 6.9 centimeter. So I am drawing here. This is the base XZ. Which is 6.9 centimeter. Now XY is given as 6.7 centimeter. So I take my rounder of the compass and measure 6.7 centimeter. And with X as center, I draw an arc. Once this arc is drawn, now I see that this distance ZY is 5.8 centimeters. So again with the scale, I take 5.8 centimeter on the scale. And with Z as center, I cut this arc. Okay. This point of intersection of these two arcs will form the vertex y. So now I will join x to y to form the side xy, and I will join y to z to form the side yz. Once this is done, now I have to draw the angle bisectors of the three sides. Now before I draw the angle bisectors, let me write the measurements of the other two sides of the triangle. XY is 6.7 centimeter and YZ is 5.8 centimeter. Now coming to the angle bisectors of the two angles, that is, we will consider angle X and angle Z. So first I said we draw a part of the circle which will touch the two arms of the angle. Okay, so here we draw a small part of a circle which will touch the two arms of this angle X. So keeping X as a center, I will draw a small part of the circle which is touching the two arms of this angle. Same thing I do at Z. I keep the point at Z, and with a convenient radius I draw a part of the circle which touches the two arms of the angle Z. So you see that these are the two arms of angle Z. So this part of the circle is touching it. Now I can change the radius and move on to a convenient radius, and with this point as center, which is this point where this part of the circle is touching one arm of angle Z. Okay, so I draw an arc, and now where this part of the circle is touching the other arm, I cut this arc. So once this is done, I now take the scale and see that I draw the angle bisector passing from the vertex Z to the point of intersection of these two arcs. So this is drawn now, and now I mark this. So this is the angle bisector of angle Z. Now I again take my rounder. Where will I keep it? At the point where this arc or this part of the circle is cutting one of the arms, so touching one of the arms. So I draw one ray here. Now again we see where this part of the circle is touching the other arm of angle X, that is this point, and then I cut this arc. So now I can draw the second angle bisector passing through angle X, the vertex X, and the point of intersection of these two arcs. So we draw this. Now we see here, this is the point of intersection of the two angle bisectors, and that forms the incenter. I mark it as I. Once I mark it as I have to see using my rounder whether from the incenter I, whether this, from this point, it touches, which is the convenient radius which touches all the edges of the triangle. So I keep on adjusting it. Here it is almost touching. Again I go to this edge and see whether it is almost touching it, and then I go to the third edge and see. When it is almost touching it, Okay, I know that it is almost touching all the three edges of the triangle, and then I draw the in circle. So see here. Okay, so you see here I have drawn the in circle which is almost touching all the three edges of the triangle. When you draw the in circle, you must see that it is almost touching. Usually it definitely touches all the three edges. Sometimes a little discrepancy is okay, but you cannot draw a very small circle all away from the edges. You have to first check that the radius such that it is almost touching all the three edges of the triangle, and then only draw the circle. Okay, so you draw the circle only after you are sure that it is almost touching the three edges of the triangle. So now we have completed drawing the in circle.